Hello, everyone, and welcome. You're probably wondering why I'm playing The Doors, and that's because we are gonna be beating or have a series on my channel now, which is called Beating Random Roblox Games, and this is episode 1. So, I hope you guys are ready because we are gonna beat the doors on my first ever attempt. Now, I have watched a lot of YouTube videos and TikToks and a lot to prepare to beat the game in first try, and well, you guys will have to be the judge if I'm good or if I'm over exaggerating. I also want to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting me on my Blox Fruits videos. It does mean a lot to me that you guys are joining me on this journey. So thank you so much for all the positive comments. It's one of the reasons why I drove to do a little bit more newer content, instead of just Blox Fruits. Of course, I'll still keep Blox Fruits content in my channel, but I'll also try a bunch of different games to try something new, because I feel like every Blox Fruits YouTuber is mostly doing the same content over and over as the other people are doing, and I guess you can't really escape that cycle of doing the same content. But recently I've seen someone almost steal the exact same title as another YouTuber. I'm not gonna say any names because I do not want any drama with anyone, because I'm just Cyrath. There's nothing to it. And yeah, I thought, why not try something new? Try out the doors, try beating random games. And if you guys have any suggestions, then do type them down in the comments below of other games I should try to beat. I know I haven't beaten Blox Fruits other than the first C, but that will come later on, that I will beat every single C. But just lean back, relax, and enjoy me beating the doors. Now, the first part of the recording, you can probably hear that there's no in-game sound. I turned that on a bit later on in the game. I totally forgot to add that in. I normally play Blox Fruits with music in the background, so yeah, I'm pretty used to playing without sound on my OBS, but don't worry, later on in the video there will be some in-game sounds. Now, here we go. I added some in-game sounds for you guys, so you can also hear what is happening in the game. And the strat I was trying to show was that if you listen close to the doors, if you don't know what number door you're on, if you listen close, you can hear like a low growling sound. And that means you definitely don't go through that door. But if there's no growling sound, it means that the door is safe. So do keep that in mind. It's a strat I use very often, especially in this run, to show you guys how effective it is, and because it's just a strat I normally use, knowing full well that if I don't remember the door, I'm just gonna listen closely. Sometimes you will also see the lights flicker for an unknown reason later on in the game, and it's because the closer we get to the running part, to run away from the Seeker, I believe his name is, the eyes will start to flicker the lights. So if you stand waiting for the closets or for a rush to come, it just won't happen and you're gonna waste a bunch of time. Now we are gonna try in the start of the game here, try to collect as much gold as possible here, so that we later on when we get to the shop after door 50, we will be able to buy the cross to be safe, and to buy the key, the skull key thing, and yeah, buy a bunch of other things from the shop that we may need later on just to be safe. But yeah, let's just keep it rolling. Now the door you see here, behind it there will be like a little portal thing where you can put one item in and save it to your next run. At the start, when you spawn in at the hotel, right where you pick up the key, right behind there will be a portal with that exact item in. And if you're lucky / unlucky, you will also have a chance for it to be another item or just totally be gone, because that's also a chance for it to happen in the doors. I haven't tried it myself, and I haven't seen anyone else have it happen to, but yeah. And as you guys can see, if you don't know about the doors, I am looking away from the purple-eyed guy, and that's because if you look at him, you will take damage just by looking at him. So I will try to keep looking away from him, but later on I will definitely prove why you should look away from him. Not that I'm gonna die. We are beating this run in one attempt. Now what you want to do here in this run specifically is that every time you get to this part, try to look left and right at the same time, if that makes sense for you guys. Because the door that's going to be the right door will light up blue, so you need to go to that door. There's also a chance that the spell thing on the door doesn't work and he just goes straight through the door and he kills you, though the chance for that happening is very, very low. I have seen it happen for someone else. Now in the doors that you see me go into a lot of the times, like these doors, there's a chance for there to be like a chest. I almost want to call it the legendary chest, because every time you open it you can either get a lot of gold, you can get a random item such as a lockpick, you can even get a flashlight. There's a chance for you to get any item really. So definitely go for that if you're ever gonna go and play doors. Definitely go for those. And yeah, that is pretty much my advice for this game. Also, of course, listen close and keep your eyes peeled for the openings that will happen. And exactly, keep your ears keep your ears listening, if that makes sense. You need to listen close to if the psst happens, so you can look straight at it so it doesn't bite you. Though they are quite a pain in the bum, let's say that. But look, as you see here, I was very lucky to get 2 chests. Not as much gold though, but we're over 1,000 gold, so we pretty much have all the gold that we will need. Now, you guys saw the lights flicker again. Like, for some unknown reason, I have no clue why I did it, because a rush isn't coming towards us or anything like that, so I have no clue what could have caused it. But also, if you're new to the doors or if you've never tried the game before, then I hope this run can help you, and the advice I at least give help you in some way to beat the game when you want to beat the game yourself, or if you already have beat the game, then congratulations, you're like me. No, I'm very impressed with people just running straight through, and there's 100% people knowing a lot more in the game than I do, but the game also have these random psst noises to just freak you out. As you saw, there were no thing that could hurt me there when they said it, but I still looked around. Here we are on door 49. On door 50, a lot of people seem to struggle against it, but all you really need to do is just keep crouching and then try to figure out the numbers, and that's what you can do with the paper you get. But let me show you guys how you do this one correctly. So we just slowly crouch around, listen for the books. They will give this sound, and that's when you know you're close to a book. So just walk around, listen for that sound. Or if you have good eyes, clearly I don't. I only have good ears. But you listen close to everything. And we can also place down the clock, because there's going to be another clock guaranteed there where you can distract the monster. If you're playing with friends and he's about to die, place down that watch as fast as possible so that you can keep the monster distracted. And there we go, we got a lot of books there. There were no books on the right side, which was very unlucky, but still lucky for us because we could just keep it in one line. And here you can see the numbers that we need to follow. So the figures need to go in the right order, and the order says it there. For some reason I was too short to reach this one, and that sucked. But you had to keep the figures in order, as you can also see in the paper here, that the number outside of that figure you need to put in that order, if that makes sense. I will show it in a quick second how I do it. And if you're very bad at remembering, then type it in the chat or something like that if you want to figure it out. But if you're good at remembering, you can just do this. It's gonna be 8920. I accidentally pressed it, and 1. And there we go. We beat it. There we go, we get the achievement for it. And now I'm just looking for a sign saying humans this way, and you will understand very, very soon why I'm looking for that specific sign. There we go. We just follow this light path here, and it's gonna lead us straight to the next doors, of course, and also the shop I was talking about. as you can see here, he puts all these 4 items down. You can buy the key, a log pick, medicine, and a cross. You have different luck depending on what happens. As you can see, my inventory is also full, so I need to sort it out real quick with what I want and what I don't want. We'll definitely need the lighter. But while we're here, let's tip this guy full. When you tip the jar full, you get an achievement for it, and I guess I just wanted the achievement. Plus, I don't really need the gold anymore, so we're just gonna take it as it is. And here you're gonna see me waste some time just to try and see if this guy says something, but yeah, as you can see, nothing happens. So it was a complete waste of our time. I was wondering if I should take that to the late game, but I decided not to, because in my opinion the lighter is a lot better than that, especially because after door 50 I feel like every single door almost have no lights, and it's just so hard sometimes to see in the dark specifically. And for your guys' sake and for my sake, I will definitely keep the lighter so it's possible for us to see something. And also, the music you can hear in the background here is also another kind of lo-fi beat. It is mostly just the Doors song playing in a 1-hour loop, but I just made it to match this video because I thought, why not have a simple music track playing in the background? Because in the start of the video, again, there was no sound, and I thought, why not just keep it for the whole video here, to also keep a little background music when I don't yap your guys' ears off. And I don't want to do that, so do tell me down in the comments below if I talk too much during this video, because I can of course tone it down, but if not, then I would definitely keep it up. Now you will need to look for this medical room here, because it will give you so much gold, especially in these random chests you see around here. And here we got a lighter. You're gonna have to take the key and go for this room so you can get the herb that's in the room. It gives you more HP and a passive regeneration, I do believe it does. Now we're gonna go through door 67 or 67, and yeah, let's just keep the journey up. And yes, I did just make this sound because I wanted to say 6-7, but yeah, let's keep it at that. Here I only focused on hiding, which again of course was good, but I forgot all about the key for the door, which you will see that there's a lock on the door. I only noticed it now, so I had to go back and grab the key so we could keep going on our journey to beat the doors. Now on the next challenge, I was thinking of beating 99 Nights. Just for the love of the game, just to try to beat it and see if I can beat it. I haven't ever really beaten 99 Nights, well, not past the 99 Nights at least. I've tried it on an alt account of mine, but yeah, let's not talk more about that. As you can see here, this is one of the monsters here. I got very stressed at the end because I kept running into chairs, to boxes, and I really thought I was gonna die. As you see, I panicked a little here, but again, I wasn't scared. I'm not scared. All jokes aside, look, right on that box. I was so close to dying. And we go right through the door. And straight after it, we go against the Seeker, which is bad timing. But it didn't really matter because I've already beaten him once. Why shouldn't I be able to beat him twice? And you can see here, I go for the door that's lighting up blue, and that's how you go through this. It's pretty easy if you ask me. Now you can hear me listening to the door because I forgot what number I was on. This room, I had to cut it up. I think it took me like 5 minutes just to find the key. But without the game's help, I 100% wouldn't have found that key. And this video would have been an hour long. As you can hear here, there's a monster called Rebound, and it does exactly what the name says. It rebounds and comes straight back. Instead of Rush just going straight past like that and not coming back, this one keeps rebounding. As you can see, he comes straight back. So you will have to keep close to a closet until you know for sure that he's gone. If you stay too long in a closet, it will kick you out, so do also be careful of that. Now, here we go. This is probably the hardest part in every single run, in my opinion. Door 90. Here, there's going to be lightning, thunder, and rain. Very loud. You will not be able to hear Rush when he comes. So what I do is I go from closet to closet and stay very close. If you look closely on my screen, sometimes you'll be able to see these small little traps on the floor. Now they're pretty hidden, so if you step on them, they're gonna try and keep you in place. It takes like, I think, 2 to 5 seconds for you to get out, and it is crucial that you have every single second with you, especially when you do something like door 90. Just listen close. It is so hard to hear him coming, and if you're not close to a closet, it will be way too late for you to go hiding, because you will be dead. And the monsters are ruthless on door 90. They just keep going and going and going, and they just don't stop. So you're gonna get very pushed around door 90, but if you just keep a calm head, stay close to the closets, you're gonna be able to beat the doors 100%. All you have to do is listen close for everything, and you will be good. The tip I told you guys about earlier, if you could get the door's number, which you'll see me forget right here, I have to go closer to the door and try to see if I can remember the number. But it does not say after you've opened the door. So I do exactly what I told you guys about earlier. Stand close to the door and just listen. you'll be able to hear growling. Then you don't pick that door. And at around door 90 you'll also be able to see straight through the door, so keep that in mind. I got very scared at this point when it was just there. I didn't even get to hear it. But we're almost there, guys. Almost beat the doors. We're on door 98. We need 2 more doors, and then we just need to beat the last entity. Here we go, door 99. Now, if there's anyone who knows what's behind what I'm about to look at, then do tell me in the comments down below. I have no clue what's behind it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I have no clue what's behind it. I tried to see if I could burn it down or use the skull key. It just doesn't really work. I have no clue how to look behind it or if it's like a secret they have. But yeah, I just don't know what it is. And there we go, door 100. Now, to also one of the hardest parts in the game, the ending. As you can see, I'm pretty skeptical about pulling this lever because I know it'll activate this boss. Now this boss, like the door 50 boss, is, well, the door 50 boss is blind, but this one right here can see. Now they removed the hard part that was in the beginning of doors, I do believe, because I used to get out this where you have to press Q and E. But yeah, do also stay crouching if you ever decide to do this and try to beat the game. Keep crouching. Good advice. Now you have to pick up all these fuses, and later on you'll see me have some trouble with finding one of the fuses because I did not know that it could be where it was, but stay tuned to see where it was. And like the keys in the game, all you have to do is listen close and you can hear this glowing sound-ish, and that's where you know exactly where the fuses are. If it takes you too long, they'll start glowing blue, so it's much easier for you to find them. As you guys can see, it did take me quite long because now all the fuses are starting to glow blue, because it did take me quite a bit too long to get to them. And the game decided I was slow. Way too slow. It did take me a very long time to try and find the last fuse. I thought it'd be in the fuse room. I will give you guys advice to keep a lockpick with you, especially for the last part here, because I have no clue how else you should open that door. But I thought it'd be in this room. Then I went in and thought I had all the fuses, but to my surprise I did in fact not have all the fuses. So once again I tried to look around, and I thought there's no way it could actually be up where the exit is supposed to be. And to my surprise, it was up here. I did not know it could be, but it was. And here it is. Now we need to beat the fuse box. Now he's burning, and he is gonna go and jump out of the window, and we are finally free of him. Now to beat this, you have to click the numbers that are lighting in a full square. And that is how you beat this. And you have to do it 3 times. So let's do it real quick. And there we go. Now we thought we got rid of him, but he is right back. And I thought for this part I'd be able to use the cross, but for some odd reason I just bugged him out, and he kind of just stopped chasing me and gave up, I guess. Because if we go in and look in the room, he's just turned around. He's trying to walk the other way. But let's use that to our advantage, I guess, and go to the exit here. And finally we beat the first floor of the doors, called the hotel. Now comment down below if you guys have ever beat the doors. If you have, tell me how many times have you beat it. This is my first time and probably will be my only time, but that was not the point of the question I was asking you guys. Now the elevator is falling very quickly, and it's gonna take us to the next floor, but we beat the first floor, called the hotel. Now I'll thank you guys so much for watching this video, and comment down below what other game you'd see me try. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Let's equip the achievement. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys will have an amazing day, or night, or morning. And Syrath out. Do pick one of the videos on screen, subscribe, and like, and bye.